WPT champ contemplating what to do.
Come on.
He's on the short stack. He's going all in. Justin quickly going to call him with the over pair.
That's good.
He's hoping that Erik's got a pair of eights. Well, Vance, forget about the grocery bagger. He'll be buying a chain of stores before long if he keeps winning the poker like he's done so far. Already plays in the highest stakes games in the world at Bellagio right here on a regular basis. Now he's got a shot to take down a WPT title and win over another $1 million.
All right. To the table we go. Seidel and the Swede out. And the Brazilian not interested. And it's on our short stack. Justin Smith, he's got Jack, King of Diamonds.
Yep, he's got Kojak. He's also got the short stack at this table, and he's setting them all out there right now. About $1 million.
1.05.
He's got the guts to put it in. Alec Torelli behind him. He's going to muck.
Good call.
And now they call him the toilet. Faraz Jaka with a quick call, and it's a good one. He's got ace-10.
Good luck.
Thanks.
A very quick call by Faraz. Not even a thought process there to call this $1 million all-in bet. And he is out in front with the ace-10. Justin Smith going to have to get lucky to stay alive in this tournament. Let's see if he can do it.
Here we go with the flop.
Well, the flop is 9-9-5. So far, so good for Faraz. He's out in front with the ace high. Justin's going to have to catch a king or a jack, 2 cards to make a straight, or 2 running diamonds to make a flush.
Justin, 21 years old, the former grocery bagger, now big-time pro.
Or a 10 or a queen.
Yeah.
Actually, a queen is not good because he's got a 10.
Needs a lot of luck right now. 2 cards to come. Will it be his demise? Here comes Sports Street. He's hit it!
Well, he throws up the touchdown sign. It's not over. But Faraz, to win this pot, he's going to have to catch an ace on the river.
Anybody fold an ace?
Oh, boy.
I don't think anybody folded an ace, but I like it.
He caught the falling bag of eggs before they crashed. Just nicely done on 4th Street. He's got to sweat one more card.
Well, 5 comes out at the river.
He's going to double up.
So Justin Smith, the 21-year-old, stays alive. And there he goes. He's off to high five his friends and fans. Not the greatest high five we've ever seen on the World Poker Tour.
But see, it is a sport after all. You see that sprint he made?
They're singing to a run over.
And the high fives, a lot of energy had to happen there. Nicely done, one happy young 21-year-old.
If you go on a trip to the beach, you hope to swim in clear waters and have a good time. You're not trying to swim with the sharks. At WPT Global, we think online poker should be the same. We have the biggest pool of recreational players and use AI technology to match players and evenly distribute the pros amongst the player pool. Instead of worrying about the sharks in the water, splash around and have fun at WPT Global. Click the link in the description. Use the code YT12 on deposit and get our amazing welcome package with tournament tickets, deposit match, and more.
Let's go to the table. It's on Erik. He's got ace-8 offsuit.
One of those marginal hands in first position, but Erik opting to raise with it makes it 140,000 to go.
The Swede, Christoffer, going out.
Round to Alex Gomes.
Former lawyer from Brazil. He's got an awful-looking 3-deuce. What is he up to?
He is going to raise this WPT champ. Comes right over the top of him
What's your serve?
for 425,000 with the 3-deuce offsuit.
Viva la Brazil.
1.7.
He's making some moves here tonight, but behind him,
Oh, I didn't see that. Nice.
Justin Smith with an ace-deuce. Nope, won't play.
Alec Torelli going out as well.
But Faraz with a queen 10 of diamonds, also going out.
As is Erik Seidel.
Yep.
And folks, I'll tell you one thing. This Brazilian has impressed me tonight at this final table, and I hope he's impressed you. He hasn't held any cards at this final table, yet he's gone from 6th place to 2nd chip position by making moves just like that. What a play by the Brazilian there.
Well, he is shining tonight. He is playing the best poker at the table, I believe. Incredible. Can he keep it up? Action goes to Justin Smith. Ace-4 diamonds.
Well, Justin the first to act here.
And he's going to raise with it. 140,000 to go.
Oh, and Alec Torelli picks up a pretty good hand. He's got king, queen.
Been playing poker since high school, this guy says, since I've been 16.
Well, he has over $1 million in career winnings in his tournament career, and it's not that long.
You start with $2 million? Yep.
Won 2 preliminary events right here at Bellagio last season at Festel Lago, but opts to lay down the king-queen here. But Faraz is not laying down his ace-jack. He's going to make the call.
Yep. Erik Seidel going out. But the Swede, Christoffer, he's got a pair of sixes.
Well, he's in the small blind, Vince. Blinds are now 30 and 60,000, so it cost him another 110,000 to make this call. A lot of money out there. I would call here, and he's doing the same thing. Just hoping to hit a 6 on the flop and win a lot of chips. That's what you pray for.
Alex going away, so three-way action. They rake in the chips, and we're going to see the first three.
It's come queen, 9, 5, all clubs. No help to anybody, really, even though Faraz does have a flush draw now.
Sixes are going to check.
Well, action's on Justin. He's going to check the ace-4 diamonds. Fearful somebody might have a club or a queen in their hand. Now the question is, what will the chip leader do? They've checked to him. He does have a flush draw, but most players would probably opt to take a free card off here, hope to hit a club, maybe an ace to win the pot, but not Faraz. He is betting $285,000 right here, right now.
The sixes fold. And Justin also can't take the heat.
Well, folks, this is what great players do. They don't wait and check and hope to catch a free card, you know, where they might get lucky and catch a card to win the pot. They earn their pots. They just go out and bet and take the pot right now where they don't have to rely on the luck of that next card coming off the deck.
All right. More action unfolding here. Christoffer out. And now Alex Gomes with just a suited connector. A 5-6 of spades is going to raise. 155 to go.
Now Justin going out. This time Alec with a king-10 offsuit. We just saw him lay down a king-queen offsuit the last pot where he'd flopped the best hand.
Such a bitch.
Will he make a move? Nope. He's out.
Now Faraz this time has an ace-jack. Same hand he just won on the previous hand, so why not play it again?
Seidel out.
And look at that flop. It's come ace-10 deuce. Once again, Faraz out in front with the 2 aces. And he's going to check.
Alex also checking.
Wisely doesn't make the continuation bet there.
7 of spades on the turn, helping neither player.
Well, again, Faraz checks. And now Alex recognizes probably the only way he's going to win this pot is to start betting at it. So he's going to get busy, and right now fires 185,000 out there. Well, this is what Faraz has been waiting on, because now he's going to check raise him. Makes it 550,000 to go, and he's going to take down that pot.
So a little Brazilian blunder there for Alex Gomes. Takes the hit, but it's all about Faraz Jaka. They call him the toilet. Right now he has the best seat in the house. Let's go to the felt. Alex Gomes quickly folding his hand, and now Justin Smith.
And he picks up the Colt 44s, looking to shoot somebody down with them. He's going to raise it here, makes it 145,000 to go.
Alec out, and now the chip leader, Faraz Jaka.
How much did you start with approximately? 1.8.
He's got a big hand, ace queen.
Justin, how many chips he started with? It's about 1.8 million.
I'm all in.
Wow. Faraz has gone all in here with the ace queen. He's not going to fool around with it, and if you can beat this hand, good luck to you.
Erik out, the Swede out.
Of course, Faraz has way more chips than Justin does. It'll be Justin's tournament life on the line if he opts to play this hand.
A lot of pressure on him.
Well, at best, Justin knows he's in what we call a race situation. Well, there's Mike Matusow trying to get a wave started, but as you can see, nobody following him.
And Justin is going to make a laydown. Faraz Jaka extending his lead to close to 7.5 million.
Well, it's tough to call with 2 4s there because you know at best you're in a race. And if your opponent's got an overpair, you're doomed.
Each player started out of this event with $15,000. That's how much they had to pay for the entry. And here we go, Faraz quickly folding. Erik Seidel with ace-jack is going to pump it up. Makes it 140 to go.
But right behind him,
Oh boy.
Christoffer Sonesson, the Swedish guy, looks down at 2 kings. They've been playing this guy like a fiddle so far at this final table. Every time he makes some kind of move, somebody comes over the top of him. Now he's got a real hand. Let's see how he plays it. Well, this is a very unorthodox play in my mind, especially with so many players behind you to act. He just calls this first raise for 140,000
9 here.
with the 2 kings.
Yeah, pretty amazing.
I say pretty amazing because you might allow 1, perhaps 2 more players to even come into the pot. When you have a big pair, you want to eliminate the field and get out as many players as possible. You don't want to play against multiple players with a big pair.
Well, Gomes is called with an ace-7 of spades.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. He's opening the door for players to possibly outdraw him on the flop. Let's see if it happens. Well, it's come 10-5 deuce with 2 spades. So we can see Alex has flopped a nut flush draw, but the Swede out in front with the 2 kings.
But Erik coming right out with a bet, 230,000.
Well, Erik Seidel raised before the flop. Little does he know what kind of trouble he's in right now. The Swede has the overpair. The Brazilian has the nut flush draw.
Sure does.
Erik has diddly do.
I'm all in.
Well, there goes Christopher. He has pushed all in like he should.
And there you see Alex Gomes looking up to the sky. What does he do now with the nut flush draw?
Yeah, count.
It's like a Brazilian wax job right there for Alex. Just complete pain. What a decision he has. He is 4 flushed.
Well, it's the kind of play that you don't mind moving all in yourself. But in poker, you just hate to put all your money in the pot or call somebody's all-in bet with a draw because you know you have to hit the hand to win the pot. You're not afraid to gamble on making a bet like that because people might not call you and you can win the pot that way. This way, if you call, you have to hit the flush to win the pot. In this case, of course, an ace would do as well, but tough decision right here for the Brazilian. Do you want to gamble here, the nut flush draw? The answer is no.
I see.
He gets out of the way. Erik goes out as well. So by slow playing the 2 kings before the flop, the Swede made more money.
The lone Swede clapping for his friend.
Well, Vince, you're always curious as to what would have happened. Let's take a look at the Wonder Cam.
Here we go. Can he catch the spade or an ace? Not there. And not there.
So Alex Gomes would have lost that pot. He subscribes to that theory. Those who chase straights and flushes arrive on planes and leave on buses.
If you go on a trip to the beach, you hope to swim in clear waters and have a good time. You're not trying to swim with the sharks. At WPT Global, we think online poker should be the same. We have the biggest pool of recreational players and use AI technology to match players and evenly distribute the pros amongst the player pool. Instead of worrying about the sharks in the water, splash around and have fun at WPT Global. Click the link in the description. Use the code YT12 on deposit and get our amazing welcome package with tournament tickets, deposit match, and more.
That is right. And right now our chip leaders, Faraz Jaka, with close to 7.5 million in chips. And look at this, Erik Seidel now on the short stack with about 1.2.
Yep. Erik is like water in the bathtub right now where they pulled the plug in the drain. He is going down it. So let's see if he can pull himself back up.
A little personal, but nevertheless, moving on. Erik going out. And now the Swede looking at this wired pair of jacks.
Wow, just had 2 kings the last hand. Now picks up 2 jacks. This is the way you like to play poker, folks. Just look down and find a big pair every hand. And he's going to raise it. Makes it 145,000 to go.
Alex quickly folding. Justin Smith not going to play. And Alec Torelli in the small blind also not going to play.
Well, we're around to Faraz Jaka, our chip leader. Looks down at a 9-7 offsuit out of the big blind. See if he wants to make this call.
Raise.
Forget about calling. He is going to raise with this.
Yep.
9-7 offsuit. I know he's playing well and running well, but is this the guy you want to come over the top with this kind of hand?
I'm all in.
Whoa.
Well, the Swede's gone all in. And what Faraz was thinking, you know, the guy played the last hand. He had a big hand there. Could he have a big hand again this time? Answer, yes.
Well, the toilet has overflowed. It's about time. Happens every once in a while. That's life.
Right now, Vince, he is doing a good job of putting the lid on everybody else in this tournament.
So we got to stop. All right, to the table we go. Christoffer with a 7-4 goes out. No more wired pairs for him. The Brazilian also going away. And Justin Smith has the Gretzky hand, number 99.
He's going to raise it, makes it 145,000 to go.
Alec out, toilet out.
And to Erik Seidel. Now Erik's in the big blind, meaning he's got 60,000 out there. Cost him another 85,000 to make this call. He's got the king-9 of spade, and he is going to make the call.
So we got 2 9s up against king-9.
Well, it's the oldest player at the table versus the youngest. Here comes the flop. Oh, it's come 8-5-3. We could see some fireworks here.
Seidel with a 4 flush. He checks it.
And Justin with the overpair, and he bets 225,000.
Yep, continuation bet.
Well, the WPT champ contemplating what to do.
I'm all in.
He's on the short stack. He's going all in. Justin quickly going to call him with the overpair.
That's quick.
He's hoping that Erik's got a pair of 8s.
Erik says that was quick. In absolute pain. Did not expect that.
Erik Seidel's quest to capture a second WPT title tonight in jeopardy right now. He's going to have to catch a king or a spade to stay alive in this tournament.
I say we deal some cards.
Well, Seidel said he believed this was the toughest table he's ever been at for a final table, and he could be a prophet because right now these guys are pushing him around. They got him down, and right now he needs to get lucky.
4 hearts on the turn.
Not to be for Erik on that card.
Well, so far, so good for the youngin'. Can he dodge a spade or a king on the river?
Last card coming up.
It's a deuce of diamonds. So Justin Smith has done it. He has eliminated Erik Seidel from this tournament. And Erik Seidel, one of the greatest poker players in the world, out tonight in 6th place.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Shockingly, Erik Seidel, our 6th place finisher, going to pick up 164,000.
It was tough. All the players play really well. What can you do? You got to show some hands here and there. I think I played okay, but I made one mistake that kind of put my chips in jeopardy, and that was kind of annoying.
We are down to 5 players here at the World Poker Tour at Bellagio. Stay with us. We're coming back for more. Let's go to the hand, though. A couple folds, and now Alec Torelli with king 10. He's going to push it up, makes a raise to 130 to go. Our chip leader, Faraz Jaka, folds his hand.
Well, Christoffer Sonesson got a king-8 offsuit. Is this the kind of hand you want to get involved with? Well, if you're Christoffer, he makes the call.
You got me covered, right? I have 1.7.
Alec versus Christoffer. Flop coming.
Well, flop comes king, jack 10. Christoffer is flop top pair, but Alec is flop top and bottom pair.
And the Swede is going to check it. Big opportunity here for Alec. What a flop for him. And he's going to stick a bet out there. Looks like 200,000.
Well, you have to bet here. You can't give your opponent a free draw at a hand in case he's got an ace, a queen, or a 9 in his hand, for example, or even a small pair, or even a jack, where he could catch some cards that could beat you. So the bet's 200,000. The question is, what does Christoffer do now with top pair here? Little does he know that Alec has top and bottom pair. He's going to raise it to a $500,000.
Yeah, he is. He can get into big trouble here.
All in.
Oh boy, a quick all-in by the young guy from Orange County, California. He's saying if you can beat me, beat me. And the Swede gets the message and goes out.
Well, the real message is sometimes this is what happens when you call raises with a king-8 offsuit.
Well, that is true, but it's a 5-handed poker game. Guys are going to loosen up a bit. But with that hand, the antes are going up to 10,000. The blinds at this point, 40 and 80,000. Faraz Jaka, known as the Toilets. That's his nickname. I didn't make it up. He's our chip leader, and it's on him. He's got a uneventful 10-7 of hearts.
And he's also got over 7 million in chips.
And he's also got the guts to raise. Makes it 210,000 to go as the Swede goes out. And now Alex is going to make this call with a Jack 10 of diamonds.
Yeah, certainly a hand you like to see a flop with.
Justin out.
Alec out as well.
So two-way action. A bluffer versus Jack 10.
When the Jack comes right on the flop to give Alex the lead. It's come Jack 6-4 with 2 spades. And here come Faraz. He's going to fire right out. 420,000.
Yep, the continuation bet.
Small win.
But the Brazilian will have none of that. He's got top pair, goes all in, and a quick out by the Toilet.
Well, a nice all-in bet right there by Alex Gomes.
Mike, it's amazing. All these guys in their early 20s, if you added up all their ages, they still wouldn't be as old as me and you.
Oh, boy. You know, Vince, both you and I have been playing poker longer than any of these guys have been alive now. Ugh.
I've had more poker hands than these guys have had hot meals, believe me. But that's neither here nor there. Let's go back to the table. Alex Gomes this time with Queen Jack. Going to put it in a raise, makes it 210,000.
Well, he's the oldest player at this table of 26 years of age. That's incredible.
Justin goes out, but look at Alex who really picks up the ladies, pair of queens, the Hilton sisters.
Well, you gotta love it. Well, he's just calling here on the button.
What should he start with?
Meaning with that much money in the pot, you now encourage the blinds to come in because they're getting the proper pot odds to do so, where you got to meet multiple players.
Call.
I don't like this play. Now, it may work out for him, but I think it's a recipe for disaster in the long run. I know you want to try to camouflage the strength of your hand in poker, but sometimes trying to beat multiple players with these big pairs is very dangerous.
Well, maybe not there because that's a good flop for him. 3 clubs. He still has the overpair and a club.
Yeah, so he has the best hand and the best draw, as we say. So thus far, limping in on the button did not hurt Alec Torelli.
Both players have checked to him. And now the young guy that learned how to play poker in high school, he says, in a big opportunity right now. He's going to bet 400,000. Get the riffraff out.
Yeah, they'll all be going out now.
Yep, they cannot compete, and just like that, Alec Torelli picking up a nice one as his mom looks on.
Well, just calling with the 2 queens on the button didn't cost him either, but I still believe that's an unorthodox play. We've seen it a couple times at this table where guys have just called a raise with big overpairs with still a couple guys left to act behind them.
All right, going to Justin, the former grocery bagger. He quickly folds. Alec out this time. And now the Toilet, Faraz Jaka, with just a 7-4 of hearts. Doesn't matter. He's going to make it 210,000. Christoffer out. And the only one to push away would be the Brazilian, but no. He's stubborn with a 10-6 of hearts. Going to call.
Well, he's going to gamble the 10-6 of hearts. And it could pay off because he's flopped a flush draw bigger than his opponent's flush draw.
Well, Alex has checked.
Well, certainly, if you're in your Faraz's seat, you're going to bet with a flush draw here, and a straight flush draw at that. He doesn't know his opponent's got the 10-6 of hearts, or I can assure you he wouldn't be betting here.
260,000.
And he's been called by Alex.
Good pot brewing. What's coming up next?
Oh, the 3 of hearts comes off.
Unreal.
Well, folks, we could see the biggest pot of the night so far here.
Both hit their flush.
And for Faraz Jaka, our chip leader, he is drawing completely dead. He can't make the straight flush. You better get out your suit of armor, folks, because we're going to see some slashing and clashing right now.
Look at this. Alex is going to bet. Puts a 440.
How much time behind about? 1.6, 1.7.
Well, I believe Faraz has got to raise it here.
So 1.8 on top of that.
And I believe he is doomed to lose this pot. I don't see any saving him here.
1.9 behind.
Okay.
No way he's going to get away from a flush. And no way all the money's not going in the pot.
This is a complete catastrophe potential.
I'm all in. I call.
And he does go all in. A quick call by the Brazilian.
And the Brazilian's going to be so happy that he's drawing dead.
That is the Brazilian bull cry. Nicely done.
There you go. Some excitement by the Brazilian, and why not? He came to this final table on the short stack in 6th place. He is now the chip leader after this hand.
Brazilian bull cry in full effect right now.
Was not expected that celebration.
He's the new chip leader. Stay with us. We're coming back with more action here on the World Poker Tour.
If you go on a trip to the beach, you hope to swim in clear waters and have a good time. You're not trying to swim with the sharks. At WPT Global, we think online poker should be the same. We have the biggest pool of recreational players and use AI technology to match players and evenly distribute the pros amongst the player pool. Instead of worrying about the sharks in the water, splash around and have fun at WPT Global. Click the link in the description. Use the code YT12 on deposit and get our amazing welcome package with tournament tickets, deposit match, and more.
He just doubled up through the toilet, and Vince, you might say the toilet overflowed that last hand.
You might say that, yes. Let's go to the table. Justin Smith, quick fold. And Alec Torelli now with ace deuce. He's going to put it in a raise, makes it 210,000 to go. A fold by Faraz. But Christoffer Sonesson also out.
Well, round to Alex Gomes. Now look at this, Vince. He's picked up the exact same hand he had a moment ago where he doubled up. He had the 10-6 of hearts. Now he's got the 10-6 of spade. It's got to be like his favorite hand in the world right now anyway. Let's see what he's going to do with it this time. Look at this. He is going to raise. He's come over the top with the 10-6 to take down yet another pot. And I'll tell you right now, the Brazilian is saying, wow, I'm on a roll. The coffee is perking in Brazil right now.
That is just crazy making time. I mean, what a raise. And it works. Incredible play we're seeing here at Bellagio. 5-handed poker. Action goes to the Swede. He's got a pair of 4s.
I'm all in.
Well, he's moving all in with the small pair.
Yep.
What is it?
This time the Brazilian picks up ace-queen.
1.1.
Oh, wow.
50.
1.1 million.
1.15? Okay.
I call.
And he's got the call.
Vince, he's playing the rush, no doubt about it.
Justin out.
The guy knows he's on a heater, and he's going to gamble here with the ace-queen. Everybody else goes out. We've got a race situation. Christoffer Sonesson, the Swedish player, out in front with the 2 4s, but must win this pot to stay alive in this
Make it
tournament.
that much better when you find your queen, bro.
Christoffer the Swede has played very strategically all night long, waiting for hands.
Good luck, man.
Now he's in a race situation when it really counts. Here we go with the flop. Oh, it's a good one for him.
Yep, it's come 8-7-5. So far, so good. He's just got to dodge an ace or a queen with 2 to go, or 2 running diamonds.
Here comes the turn card.
Well, jack of clubs on the turn.
Still safe.
So the Brazilian must catch an ace or a queen on the river to eliminate the Swedish player. And there you see the Brazilian fans all hollering ace, 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 ace. Let's see if they can get one.
What's it gonna be? Here comes 5th Street.
Oh, it's a queen.
Oh, no!
He has done it.
Oh, what a card!
Unbelievable draw out on the river. The Brazilian has knocked out the Swedish player, Christoffer Sonesson, out tonight in 5th place. Tough luck on the river for him.
Oh, complete disappointment. The Swedish iceberg finally melted.
Oh, boy.
Brutal beat on the river.
Well, what a final table this has been so far for the Brazilian Alex Gomes. He started out in 6th place. He has sambaed his way to the chip lead now. Vince, this would be the biggest poker win in Brazilian poker history if he can take this WPT title tonight.
And with that hand, that's going to do it. We have run out of time with 4 players left.